Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we had Metaront versus Supreme King, and this is a Funky Friday video, and this is a series around Fridays. I go over some funky decks, so let's just go ahead and hop right into this. And then we are going to see Supreme King win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and decide to go first, 43 versus 45. Opening hands, we have Heritage, Noble Knight Brothers, Infernoble Knight, Magus, Durendal, and Oliver. Okay, so no going second cards. They are also playing, like, this isn't just like normal Infernoble, it looks like. And then they have Adamancipator, Seeker, Guardian, Researcher, Harpy's Feather Duster, and Supplier. So it's Adamancipator versus a Infernoble type deck. I actually have to read what Magnus does. I know what Brothers does. But this card says, while this card is an equip card, the equip monster cannot be destroyed by battle. You can only activate each of the following effects of this once per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle into the deck 3 other fire warrior monsters and our noble arm cards that are banished during your graveyard and draw one. If this card is in your graveyard, you can equip it to a warrior. Okay, so normal summon out Guardian, Researcher effect. It's going to summon itself out. It looks like this deck's going to fall to what even like the normal build of it does. Just not opening up any go in second cards and just auto losing going second. They're going to Researcher, hit Dragite, and then Dragite effect will go ahead and draw one here after they put those back. And then they draw into a Supplier. Okay, that's not really a good draw since they already have one. Seeker bring itself out, and then they're going to synchro those off, or link those off, go for Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber effect is summon out from the deck, and then bring out the Plague. Okay. Seeker effect, and that hits Roxy's and Doki and Guardian. So they are playing Prank Kid Adamancipator. Okay, so the pranks actually help out a lot. It makes it so that way your Adamancipators have more cards to hit, and then if you hit Roxy's, you can like link that away, and then that's going to put more and more bodies onto the board. So it helps you link climb. And then turn those into an Appaloosa. And then Supplier effect, bring itself out, and then get the effect to go search. So that's going to go grab Guardian from the deck to the hand. And then they can activate the Doki effect. And this will be getting rid of Guardian to summon out Analyzer. It should be in attack position, by the way, because of Doki. And then Analyzer effect to look at the top 5. And then now, okay, so they bring out Dragite again. So really just not wanting Roxy's, it seems like. Okay, so summon that out, and then put those back. Then they're going to turn those into a Raptite. Raptite effect, hit the top 5. They do hit Analyzer. This isn't like the little ones. This can bring out a tuner instead of like the little ones where they have to hit non-tuners. Imagine if the little ones could hit tuners. You could like Seeker and Analyzer, Researcher. It'd be insane. Turn those into a Dragite. And then turn those into a Savage. Savage effect to equip. Equip Needle. And then put back for Plague. And then get rid of those. So, wow, why didn't they just go Roxy's? This is what they get for not respecting Roxy's. If this was Roxy's, instead of putting a card back, they could have just linked away from Meow, banish, draw, summon from deck, and now you would have had 2 monsters for Anaconda. Could have even gained 1,000 if they wanted to. And this would have still been engraved. Yeah, they definitely just messed that up there. Unfortunate for them. But we do see him playing Dragoon here, so they're going to dump, and then dump all the bricks, bring out the Dragoon, and then pass. So they end on Dragoon, Savage, Appaloosa, Dragite. That is going to be game. They draw Metarot here, and then activate Heritage. The opponent is going to let that go through. And then I have to read what this card does. Cuttin' it says if you control a Noble Arms equip spell, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. A Noble Knight monster that was a Synchro XYZ or a Link summon using this card gains this effect. If this card is special summon, you can normal summon a Noble Knight during your main phase in addition to your normal summon set. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extract for the rest of the turn except for Noble Knight monsters. Alright. Activate Durendal. They're letting this go through. They're choosing not to like Dragite negate, and then they're going to special summon this out. And then activate Durendal effect. This will destroy to go search. So grab the Astolfo. This card is actually really cool, especially like its second effect. They're gonna summon out Brother, Brother effect, chain Appaloosa negate, and then activate Oliver. Discard, they're gonna change Savage to negate, so they're trying to keep this with enough tact to where Brothers can't just like beat over it. And then activate Astolfo. That's gonna banish the Oliver to special summon out. Now it's level 4 because they banished the level 4. And then activate this effect to equip. And then turn those into a sold. So they did that so that way this is on field, and then we'll leave. So that way it's sent to graveyard, so that way they can get the effect. So they're going to go a sold, chain link 1, a sold, chain link 2, because they are getting the effect of this. And then they're trying to Dragoon, but they're going to activate this. Really, if you're activating multiple effects, you shouldn't just be clicking the declare button. You should be typing it out. I think that's like how just everyone should be doing it. It's like now they just got like kind of like free information that the opponent would try to negate there. But they're gonna go ahead and put back, draw into Joker's Knight. I don't even know what this card is. You can send one Queen's Knight, King's Knight, or Jack's Knight from your deck to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. If you do, this card becomes the sent monster's name until the end phase. During the end phase, if this card's in your graveyard, you can target one other light warrior in your graveyard, shuffle it into the back, and if you do, add this to hand. Okay. So it's like a warrior extender that gives you follow up. So it's kind of like Red Lair. So Soul's gonna be searching this, and then they're gonna get Joker's Knight to dump Queen's Knight. They're gonna Appaloosa negate that. And like this build also has to like, instead of like playing Red Lair, you're also just like playing a brick. Yeah, Appaloosa negate that. They said, yeah, I know. Extra normal summon this out. And then battle phase, attack over the Appaloosa. And then attack over Anaconda. Main phase 2. So now, like, Dragoon just isn't being outed, which is really bad for them. Effect dump, and then chain Dragoon to negate and destroy that. Activate Brother's effect. This is going to shuffle back and draw. So shuffle back 3, and then draws into a Talons. Okay. Well, that's gonna get negated by Dragite. They're gonna activate Talons, and then of course they're gonna go ahead and Dragite negate that. Overlay for Cutting. Okay. So they have like the same name as the other one that they put back, but I gotta read this one. You can attach any number of materials from this card. Target that many cards your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. If this card is destroyed in a battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Noble Knight XYZ from your extra deck, except for itself. And if you do, attach this card from the graveyard to it as a material. This is an XYZ summon. Okay, so they're adding Dragite now. Hear me out here. Hear me out. Maybe they don't activate Talents to give them a free negate before they out the negate. Yeah, they're out in Savage and Dragite because this does target. Like, they could have just got a free draw there. They could have just put back, activate Talents, draw. Or even just hold it for next turn. Yeah, probably just hold it for next turn. Draw Dragite. Or we didn't know that was the top deck. They played 3 of that too, by the way. Dragoon effect to destroy. So take 15, and then they're going to activate that effect. And then that's going to special summon out the King from the extra deck. This card says if it's XYZ summon. Oh, this is like the old one. You can equip 3 Noble Arm equip spells with different names from your graveyard. Yeah. Activate that effect. They are going to Dragoon negate that. And then that effect, so that's going to go ahead and special summon. Special summon out Mag. I mean, this is just game. You just gamed yourself. What are you doing? You actually just gamed yourself. Oh my gosh. You take 15, and then they're going to attack for 5,000. Oh my gosh, you just gamed yourself. They could have held Talons. They could have Talons Drew. They threw the game. This was actually winnable. That's insane. Yeah, they didn't take the damage. The fact that they could have won that through Appaloosa, Savage, Dragoon, Dragite with no going second cards is actually absurd. And then they threw, the opponent threw, they threw, we all threw. So going on to the next game, we're going to see the Noble Knight player be going first, opening hands. We have Glory, Roland, Queen's Knight, Ash, and Magnus. And then they have Gamma Seal, Sign, Seeker, Dropsies, and Red Eyes Black Dragon. So their hand's not really that great. They do have a Kaiju, though, as they're going second card. They're going to normal summon, activate, and then this is going to equip the equip spell from deck, equip Durendal. And then Durendal effect to destroy, add Renod. Special summon out Renod, effect, go grab Durendal. And then turning those two into an Assault. I want to see them, yeah, a little misclick there. I want to see them dump 8 for Gearfried. Oh, alright, well, never mind. They ruined my dream. Effect, dump 4, bring out Ogier, and then Ogier effect the dump. They're going to dump the Until Noble Arms are needed once again. That's a weird name for a card. Excavate the top cards of your deck equal to the number of Noble Arm equip spells you control, and if you do, add one of them to the hand. Oh, I remember this card. This was the card that doesn't have to add a Noble Arms card. This can add any card. Also, place the remaining onto the top of the deck in any order. You can banish this card from your graveyard, except the turn it was sent to the graveyard. Special summon from your deck one Noble Knight monster with a different name from the ones you control or that are in your graveyard. This card is insane in the graveyard. Then slap those into a Sold. Activate those effects to equip. Pass. Oh my gosh, this is not what I was expecting. I thought they were going to try to end on like a rank 4 or something maybe. But they're going to pass, draw a Lightning Storm. So basically it's Sold Towers. Yeah, kinda. Can't be destroyed by card effects or by battle. And they're going to Storm out the back row. And then you're going to get Magnus effect, go ahead and shuffle back. They're definitely going to shuffle back the Renod here. Yeah, so that way they can once again to summon out Renod later on. Draw an Oliver. And then normal summon out Seeker, Chain of Ash Blossom. Go for Amirage. Activate Signs. Summon out Seeker. I mean, this is, this Dragoon. That's something. It's not very great. They're going to activate Rolling effect to equip here. So that way they can go ahead and get the graveyard effect. Dump, summon Dragoon, effect, pop a Sold, burn, and then attack for 45. End phase, Rolling effect. They're going to chain Dragoon to negate this, and then activate Trap effect. Oh, they played into the trap. They should have just let this go through. So, well, because then they're going to trap next turn. Yeah, I guess it's just like a lose-lose situation. Summon Renod effect to add back, and then they're going to add back Ogier. They draw Durendal for turn. Activate on Renod. And then Durendal effect. This will destroy and go search the Astolfo. And then normal out Ogier effect. This is resolving. Go dump Oliver. And then Astolfo effect. It's going to banish Oliver. So now this is level 4. Oliver effect. Oh, they're really just spamming out the board. Get rid of the Renod. Summon out. And then synchro those into a Roland because this is level 1 when it summons itself out. Bring out Roland. And then Roland effect. It's cool, like a level 1 made itself level 4. And a level 4 made itself level 1 to go into this. Then get rid of those for Charles. It says 3k, right? Correct, because it negated the graveyard effect. Oh, and the opponent just missed defeat there. They're going to go activate Magnus graveyard effect, equip, battle phase attack. Charles won't be destroyed by battle. Well, I guess they activate Magnus effect. They'll Dragoon negate that. And then they just crash, and the opponent's left on nothing. Maybe it was worth for them to stay in that game, though. You know, the deck doesn't really seem like it sets up much. But who knows? I mean, they did have Gear Freed, so they could summon out Gear Freed, and that like beats like any top deck. Going on to the next game, we have Pankratops, Queen's Knight, Heritage, Gear Freed, and Talents. So now they actually do have going second cards in this hand. Also, they drew the brick twice. And they have Doki Doki, Seeker, Analyzer, Researcher, Seeker. Oh my gosh, so they open up all the pieces to the puzzle. Normal summon out Doki, Researcher effect, summon itself out. And then activate the Doki effect. A little misclick there. They're going to get rid of the Analyzer to special summon out from the deck, bring out Guardian, and then activate Researcher effect, look at the top 5, and then they're going to summon out Dragite, and then put the rest back, Dragite effect to draw 1. So let's see, they go ahead and they are going to draw into a Guardian. And then get rid of those, bring out Needle effect to summon from the deck, and then summon out Plague. And then Seeker, special, and then, let's see, are they going to go for like an Appaloosa there? Yeah, that's what they did last time. And then Seeker effect, look at the top 5, and then they're going to hit Roxy's. I'd have been so mad if they got Dragite there, and just absolutely disrespect the Roxy's. And then turn that into a Meow, Roxy's to banish, draw, summon. So banish, oh, it's such a horrible draw. I guess like they just put it back with Plague anyways. Summon, and then, yeah, they're gonna get rid of the Seeker and Dragite, go for Raptite effect, look at the top 5, and they do hit Analyzer there, that's the one they haven't used yet, and then put the rest back. And then Analyzer effect, so that hits a Guardian there, it's pretty good for them. And then get rid of those, go for Anaconda, overlay for Dweller, Anaconda effect, pay 2k, go dump. They could have activated Plague effect. Plague effect, put back the Red Eyes, special summon itself out, turn the Raptite and the Plague into a Savage effect, equip the Needle Fiber, and then go ahead and Anaconda effect with the same result, but with a Savage instead of this. Yeah, like, I feel like that was a no-brainer. Pass, draw Ash Blossom. So we see him playing a lot of going second cards, or at least a decent amount. Dweller detach, and then they're going to activate the Heritage. Yeah, that mistake was actually pretty big on their part. They didn't end with any wins in graveyard or anything either. I wonder if they played Doodle or if they played Bow Wow, because if they played Doodle, they could have turned Meow and Water into Doodle. Water effect, gang 1,000, special summon out Roxy's, then link away for Anaconda, and then they'd have the wind in graveyard through the Doodle, because Doodle's the wind. Heritage grabbed a Rendell, but it seems like the opponent doesn't really know what they're doing with the deck. You know, they made mistakes, like big mistakes each game, that was just like costing them like a decent amount of stuff, which is unfortunate. Activate Durendal. And then activate Durendal effect. This is going to search, destroy. Go grab Astolfo, destroy that. And then activate Gear Freed effect, banish, negate. Is banish a cost? Yes. They're going to let this go through. I feel like that's kind of wild, right? Like you just negate that. Now they summon out Pank. Battle phase, attack over Appaloosa. Crash with Dragoon. And then activate effect. It's going to pop Raptite. Main phase 2, normal summon out Queen's Knight. Astolfo effect. And then this is going to banish the Gear Freed from the graveyard, special summon out, and then slap those into a sold effect. It said no hand trap, why? Like like now your opponent's going to play like greedy. Affect the dump, bring out Renaud, and then Renaud effect, add back DDR. And then get rid of those to go for Unicorn. Unicorn effect. It's going to spin back the Dweller. And then pass turn. During the end phase, this card was sent there. Maybe. I didn't even activate Astolfo effect. You can activate this, and then during the second standby, you get to summon back. It's probably worth to just like DDR, get rid of Roland, summon out Gear Freed, you get your end phase search, now you have a monster negate, and you have an Ash, the opponent is not playing through that, and then you have follow up through this. And then like this will also become follow up too. I feel like they misplayed too. Draw anti-spell. Then normal summon Seeker effect, chain Ash Blossom to negate this. They could go for a unicorn of their own. They can't go into Amirage with this because this has more than 1,000 attack. But yeah, go ahead and crash. Set, pass, draw Oliver, flip anti-spell. Normal summon Oliver, discard, summon itself out. This was an insane match. Considering like the decks, like this was actually crazy. Go grab Noble Knight Brothers effect. Like I really thought the game 1 was gonna be a lot worse than it was. I thought the game 3 was gonna be a lot worse than it was. The opponent was making mistakes, so they're gonna get that effect when it's sent to graveyard to shuffle back and then draw. Draws in the Prosperity, unfortunate. Can't use it because they already drew an anti-spell. And then Astolfo effect. Should have just done it last turn. And then attack, they would have been 1 turn closer to it. Oliver and Magnus effect equip. And then set, pass. It really sucks that, like, this is all the deck does. Like there's a reason why, like, the people play, like, the synchro stuff. It's because, like, that actually, like, gives you an end board with follow-up too. Go search, pass, draw Seeker. Alright, top deck or bust. Well, they did top deck pretty good. Activate the effect. Let's see. Oh, do they win this? Oh, they missed. Say Keg W, GG's. GG's. Hey, happy to see the GG's after the match though. That's nice. 46-minute long match. I mean, I guess there was a lot of board making and board breaking, so that's like completely fair enough. But you know, there were some misplays, but this isn't like even like high rated. Like good players make mistakes all the time, but there was definitely some mistakes this game, which was a bit unfortunate because the end board could have also had like Savage on it. They could have negated Gear Freed. The Pankratops wouldn't have mattered as much, but it did end up mattering a lot that they made the misplay that they did. So it's unfortunate, but it for sure happens. For sure happens. But that is going to be it for the first Funky Friday video of the day. There is going to be another one going up in 3 hours from now, so stay tuned for that. I think that's all. Yeah, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.